everyone, welcome to the update. I'm Talisa Ryder. A national cabinet meeting on anti-Semitism has been described as little more than a tick and flick exercise by the opposition. The meeting of state and territory leaders has agreed to set up a database to keep tabs on attacks against the Jewish community. But Liberal leader Peter Dutton says the Prime Minister has shown he's out of his depth.
We've proposed changes to the law, which frankly should have been considered by the national cabinet process, but instead this was a tick and flick exercise by a desperate Prime Minister who's out of his reach, looking to try and change the conversation.
Meanwhile, a man's been charged with allegedly trying to burn down an inner Sydney synagogue earlier this month. He's the ninth person to be charged under Strikeforce Pearl, which was set up by New South Wales Police in December to investigate several anti-Semitic attacks in Sydney in recent months. He's been refused bail and will appear in court later today. The Foreign Minister has met with her US counterpart alongside representatives from India and Japan. Penny Wong has held talks with US Secretary of State Marco Rubio just hours after he was sworn in. She says she's confident the US remains behind the AUKUS deal.
It's been really clear that the Trump administration understands the strategic imperative around AUKUS, which is why the government is so committed to it.
Queensland State Government has revealed a $3.5 billion black hole in funding for the 2032 Brisbane Olympic Games. The Deputy Premier says the former government allocated less than 1% of costs needed to pay for the athletes' village. The cost of housing 16,000 athletes competing at the Games revealed to be the same as building a new stadium. Tensions remain high in Israel. One person has been injured in a stabbing attack in Tel Aviv, with a suspect shot dead by an armed civilian. It comes just 2 days into a ceasefire deal in Gaza. And the amount of time children are spending on some social media platforms has almost doubled since 2020. TikTok is the most commonly used, with those aged 4 to 18 spending an average of 117 minutes on the platform per day. Sport and entertainment are next. In sport, Novak Djokovic, Alexander Zverev, Aryna Sabalenka and Paula Badosa have all advanced to the semi-finals at the Oz Open. Meanwhile, Aussie Alex de Minaur hits the court today in the last of the men's quarterfinal matches. And Australian surfer Stephanie Gilmore will once again sit out of this year's championship tour. Men's world champion John Florence is also taking a break. In entertainment news, the feud between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively is heating up. Baldoni releasing raw footage from It Ends With Us in an attempt to shoot down Lively's claims he sexually harassed her. The entertainment industry's award season is well and truly underway, with the 67th annual Grammy Awards to take place in LA on the 3rd of February. Comedian and actor Trevor Noah to host the music awards for the 5th year in a row. And Justin Bieber is claiming his Instagram was hacked after he appeared to unfollow his wife Hailey on the platform. Just days earlier, they were holidaying together in Aspen, hitting the slopes with Kendall and Kylie Jenner. That's the latest from the Nova Podcast newsroom. We'll have another episode of The Update for you later on.